With the election now almost a month behind us and Christmas rapidly approaching, we may be entering into a slow news cycle. But thankfully, every day now, the Democrats are going to get more and more miserable, with Inauguration Day, January 20th, also just around the corner. Thankfully, for our enjoyment, the Senate Democrat leadership came out and faced the cameras.
Here we are.
Okay, he said, here we are. Should we give a thumbs up? And then Amy Klobuchar, forcing her fake smile, says, no, we shouldn't. Donald Trump broke them. But it wasn't just Donald Trump. We do owe Joe Biden a thanks for the October surprise gift that he gave us by calling us all garbage and then pardoning his crackhead son, because now that's the only thing that these clowns are asked about.
Questions? Yes, Bolton.
Do you agree with some of your Democrat colleagues who say that President Biden's pardon of Hunter Biden was wrong or unwise, puts personal interest ahead of duty?
I got nothing for you on that.
Can I follow up on that?
I have a second question. Can I follow up on that?
Are you concerned with the lack of transparency, lack of honesty around Biden's decision to pardon?
As I said, I got nothing for you on that. Nope. Gonna say,
that pardoning anyone on the way out of office.
The third question is also about the pardon.
gonna say,
that pardoning anyone on the way out of office, family members, sets a poor precedent.
thank you. I've got nothing for you on that.
But the question is, they've talked about January 6th pardons. This is a playbook for incoming President Trump. Isn't this a problem? Did he not establish a bad precedent for pardons?
I got nothing for you on that. Any other subjects?
Okay, changed my mind. Press conference is canceled. I'm not going to show you the compilation of cringe Jean-Pierre lying repeatedly, saying that Joe Biden was not going to pardon Hunter. If you missed my previous videos, definitely go and check them out. Also, the compilation of the mainstream media mockingbirds proudly assuring the American people that Joe Biden is the embodiment of law and order, and he would never do such a thing. Which makes this whole thing that much better, because their reputation and their ratings are already in the trash, and this is just the icing on the cake. Donald Trump's not even going to be the president again for another month and a half, but he already broke the media and the Democrats. Some of them don't want to talk about it. Some of them are extremely disappointed, but then others are in denial that Joe Biden was lying to the American people.
I mean, you can defend it, but wasn't it a lie that he was not going to pardon him?
No, I believe the circumstances have changed. I think that we now have a president coming into office who's talking about firing squads, who's talking about running people around the country and making sure that everyone who's his enemy is going to be punished.
One-term Democrat Congressman Jamal Fire Alarm Bowman is also in that camp, that Joe Biden didn't lie to the American people at all.
Yeah, but why are we saying he's lying when the context has changed?
He did lie.
No, this is a new context.
Hold on.
What's the new context?
I don't understand.
President Trump.
So what?
Second, what do you mean? So what?
He's already convicted.
President
Trump have already occurred.
But President Trump, but President Trump. Even the host of the show, this diversity hire, whose name is not important, who replaced Don Lemon after he got fired, is admitting that old Joe lied. But those with stage 4 Trump derangement syndrome, like the old bags on The View, insist that Joe Biden has to undermine democracy in order to save democracy.
If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
Yeah.
He is the president of the United States, and it is his right, and he doesn't have to explain to anybody. This is his right as president. He can pardon, if he wants to pardon Bozo the Clown, he can pardon Bozo the Clown. Yeah. So I'm not sure why people are clutching their pearls while the left is clutching their pearls. Because did y'all forget?
Did y'all forget that Donald Trump won the election? No, we didn't. We're going to rub it in your face every day. Sadly, Bill Maher's Trump derangement syndrome only went into remission for a few weeks. It looked like he was on his way to a possible recovery, but then this happened.
I'm my pants.
It's hard to believe.
I mean, I may quit because I don't want to do another. I did Trump. I did all the Trump stuff before anybody. I called him a con man before anybody. He's a mafia boss. I was the one who said he wasn't going to concede the election. I've done it. I've seen this.
Well, then how come he's so hostile to Jimmy Kimmel and not to you?
He's very hostile to me. He tweets about me every week.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Imagine whining about quitting your show because Donald Trump has tweeted about you a few times. But they're still fuming about Donald Trump's cabinet picks. And this clown on MSNBC may have just coined one of the greatest new terms to describe us.
And Kash Patel is a guy who is really the pure distillation of MAGA energy. He is a loyalist to the end of Donald Trump. His entire being, his entire public persona, his entire life has been run in the last decade or so in support of Donald Trump and attacking his perceived enemies, as you said, and perpetuating conspiracy theories. The job of FBI director is deadly serious because their work is deadly serious.
And that's why we need someone who's a pure distillation of MAGA energy. With the pendulum finally starting to swing back the other way, with wokeness now retreating and the rise of the right, that is another reason why Joy Reid over at MSNBC is angry.
We are seeing a global trend of the far right surging.
Yeah.
It isn't just happening here. But let's bring you back to the U.S. and to our local gangster, Donald Trump. He's not even president yet, and he's already spending his time sitting in his golden palace, Mar-a-Lago, muscling other countries like he's Tony Soprano with a social media site.
Yes.
Doing things like, reportedly, debating whether or not to invade Mexico, threatening BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, with 100% tariffs if they don't commit to trading in dollars and not their own currencies.
Imagine being upset at the future president of the United States trying to keep the dollar as the world's reserve currency. I mean, what's next? Is she going to have a meltdown over Donald Trump joking about taking over Canada? Oh, wait, what's this?
Even reportedly threatening Canada. According to Fox, when Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau went to Mar-a-Lago this weekend to try to talk Trump out of his 25% tariff threat, Trump apparently suggested that if Canada can't handle the tariffs, they should just become the 51st state. Just become the 51st state instead and allow Trudeau to be reduced to governor of the state of Canada, which caused the prime minister and others to laugh nervously.
It was a joke, lady, but because they're having a total meltdown, Donald Trump decided to troll them even further by posting this meme on Truth Social, captioned, "Oh Canada," which is the Canadian national anthem. Believe it or not, this liberal on TikTok has the right idea about what we should do to try to solve the conflicts that we're having between Republicans and Democrats.
It should come as no surprise to you at this point that I am not interested in any way, shape, or form of being attached, connected to, friends with, whatever you want to call it, with anyone. I don't care if we have history together, even if it's good history together. I don't care to be friends with anyone that was a Trump voter or that is a MAGA sympathizer, a far-right enabler, or that decided to sit this one out. Sorry, not sorry. We can't be friends anymore.
Well, thank you, because any normal person who became friends with you obviously made a terrible mistake. And it'll be a mistake if you don't order your Christmas presents soon from the newly redesigned markdice.com, because it's not Amazon Prime. These don't ship the next day or in 2 days. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get them printed and shipped out. And most people wait until the last possible moment to do their Christmas shopping. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below. Order your MAGA Christmas and Happy 4 More Years sweatshirt or t-shirt for those in warmer climates, or the Trump Claus sweatshirt or t-shirt, or the Cat Lives Matter, Trump Fight, 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 Christ is King, Teflon Don, any of my awesome designs, all available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.